Morning, friends. I'm fully dressed and ready for the day. I am making something that you can make it your way. I'm trying a new way. I'm also trying to look like a human. Okay, it's called My Fall or Anytime Apple Crisp. So a couple of things that I've done over the past 3 years is I've changed out white sugar for others' natural sweeteners. This recipe that I made today is going to have oat flour and oatmeal, oat flour, coconut sugar, and coconut oil. I'm trying to do swipes over the years, and I've tested this, and I love it. Also, when I'm making my fall apple crisp for me, because this house, there's only one eater of apple crisp, and that is me, I'm going to keep my skin on, because Dave doesn't eat apple crisp. He eats apples, but not apple crisps. So the skin has a lot of nutrients. So I don't know if you can see the food. I slice and dice my apples with the skin for just my own. If my grandkids were coming or my kids were coming, I used to take the skin off. That's just what recipes call for the skin to come off. But then I thought, why am I doing that? Because if I like the skin and the nutrients are in the skin, why not leave them in there? So in this recipe, it calls for honey crisps. These are not honey crisps. These were Empire apples that I got at Price Chopper the other day. I was in the mood. We're waiting on our favorite apple. It's called an Evercrisp in upstate New York. They're like a decadent sweet dessert. In the meantime, we keep buying apples that are not our favorites. And these are Empires, which they are good baking apples. I like Granny Smith the most for baking. I'm doing fairly big chunks. You should see I really need, and I'm dropping them in an 8x8 or 9x9, I think this is. So I'm going to do about 5 to 6 apples, put them in, and then I'll show you what I do to this recipe that I love. It comes out delicious. I feel like I'm having normal people food. Well, I hate saying that because I can have regular apple crisp. But for me, I try to cut out regular white sugar. I've tried to cut out, I eat butter, but not, I don't know, this was just a healthy swap. I'll explain more as I go. What do you do with your apple crisp? You probably peel them. Most people do, including myself. Do you like raisins in your apple crisp? Do you like nuts in your apple crisp? Again, if it's a dessert, I have never met a dessert. I probably should have chopped the apples before talking to you. That would have sped things up. I've never met a dessert that I don't like. I mean, I love dessert, sadly. Last night we went out to dinner for my husband's birthday. And the place we went to is called Bentley's Tavern in Malta, New York. If it's your actual birthday, they will give you the number of chicken wings for your birthday. So he was 73. Well, there was just 2 of us. They will let you start out with 20 chicken wings. I eat about, I thought 4. Normally I have 4 if I have a cup of soup or something different. I ended up eating 8 wings, which is a lot for me. And 6 of those were the flat ones, which I love the best. And I'm on apple number, I could tell by my cores, apple number 3. So I'm gonna keep going. Anyway, Dave never eats chicken wings, but they had boneless wings. And up until last night, my husband thought boneless wings meant just what it said, that they took a chicken wing and they pulled the bone out. And I'm like, no dear, it's like a chicken nugget. It's white meat, it's pieces of chicken that they've just breaded and fried. He was reluctant. He makes a face like he's about to throw up, and you have to order them 10 at a time. So I ordered 5 garlic parm, and he ordered 10 boneless, plain, no sauce. Gosh, lovely man. He is a lovely man. He just has different eating than the rest of the world. He ordered a little bit of barbecue sauce, which, by the way, barbecue sauce he started eating since he married me, and honey mustard. I've made him come into condiment world. So his 10 chicken wings, boneless chicken wings come, and he was just amazed. That's apple number 4. I'm going to do 5. I mean, I might as well, right? The recipe calls for 5 to 6 apples. I have a lot of apples, and I'm about to have a lot more as soon as they come in. So anyway, back to the wings. He loved them. He ordered 5 more, so he had 15 boneless chicken wings. And because they let you do that, they have rules to it. Like, they don't want people just to come and sit and have just the wings. And you have to prove it's your birthday. And I did it on my birthday, and I think we had 4 of us that night. And we only ate the 20 wings, like the 4 of us. But we also ordered other food, so I'm not that kind of person. I will not go to a restaurant and say, I want free wings, no drinks, no nothing, and have a nice day. So anyway, I had my garlic parm, and the other ones were called stoner wings. I had to know what that was. So 1 more, and then we're all good. So the stoner wings were a half barbecue and half medium. So they were very good. So I had my wings. He never even touched his burger that he ordered. He loved his boneless wings. And I guess where I'm going with this whole story is the woman said, you guys want dessert? You want us to say happy birthday? And I had, like I said, that was the most wings I think I've had since my surgeries. I was full completely. And she's like, next time you guys are missing out, start with dessert, because Bentley's is known for desserts. And I would pass up dinner for dessert. I would. Something's wrong with me. I love sugar, so I try really hard not to stick it near me, because I like everything that gives me the vibe without the sugar. For example, this is my protein shake. It's so delicious. There's no sugar. It's Bobby Parrish's Flav City. Okay, so I did 6 apples, and it's full enough. It's Flav City's butter coffee flavored. It keeps me full, and it's scrumptious. Back to what we're really doing. Okay, into the apples. The apples. Can you see them? I got a spatula. We're going to sprinkle. This is where I do different. And I've made this one up from another recipe. Coconut sugar. Have you ever tried it? I'm breaking up a little lump of it. It's brown. It smells delicious. And it is delicious. Onto my apples, instead of regular sugar, I'm putting on, back to my rectangulars, 2 tablespoons of coconut sugar. So what this does is it's better on the glycemic index. It's a natural sugar. That was actually 2.5, but it wasn't really full. I wasn't doing them right. I was talking and not measuring. I'm going to do a 1/2 teaspoon. I'm going to really read it this time. 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. I'm going to mix this all around in a minute. Make sure it's not cayenne. Have you ever done that? Because I did. No lie. The recipe called for 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon, and on the spice rack, it's right near the kayak. 1/4 teaspoon of ginger. So, we got 2 tablespoons of coconut sugar. It's not an ingredient I used to have in my house, but I have it in my house all the time. Now, 1/4 teaspoon. Ginger can be overpowering, but it's so good for you. Somewhere is my salt. Okay, salt I don't need any salt yet. I need what? Let's see. Coconut sugar, cinnamon, nutmeg. I didn't get that out. Nutmeg. Love it. I really love it on eggnog. Eggnog's gone. They do make a light eggnog, but you know, it's not thick and delicious. Like, that's 1/4 also, like the ginger was. Oh, the smell of it is just perfect. So, I'm going to read it down. 2 tablespoons of coconut sugar, 5 to 6 apples. We have 6 apples. 1/4 teaspoon ginger, 1/4 teaspoon nutmeg, 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. That's that. Mix that around, just like you would any other apple crisp with your sugar. Now here's where it gets jazzy, and it's healthy. I mean, so far, what's not to love? It's going to make its own delicious sweetness from the apples, and you'd only have 2 tablespoons of coconut sugar. And it says it is less processed. It has a lower glycemic index than refined sugar. So I've been working with that for a couple of years. These aprons have a towel. I'm sorry. Next, instead of butter in the top, I also forgot to get out my oatmeal. Be right back. This is hard work, people. Okay, my topping is a 1/2 cup of your choice of oats. So in my oats, I keep 1/3 cup. So we're going to do 1/3 cup plus guesstimate. That's about a 1/2 cup. This is how I roll. Up until doing a video, guys, for baking, yes, I followed a recipe. But for cooking, hell no. No recipes in my world. Again, we're back to the, we are back to coconut sugar. was not prepared. Quarter cup of coconut sugar is going to go in with these oats. So this is a quarter cup. And we're going with this. This is delicious because I have made it. Earlier I posted a video. Oat flour. Super duper expensive. I made it. I took organic oats, put it in my Vitamix on high in the dry setting. Well, there's two blender mugs. One is for dry goods, one's for wet goods. I don't know what the difference is, something in the bottom. But I made my oat flour. If you bought oat flour, this needs a half a cup. So I've got my quarter cup thing dirty. I'm going to use 2 of those. 1, 2. So now we have oatmeal, oat flour, coconut sugar. Now we're going to spice it up. We're going to put in a half a teaspoon of vanilla. Back to measuring, guys. If you only knew how awkward it is for me to measure, like I feel from the gods. My mother says, put this in, and I do it. I feel from, and I'm almost putting nutmeg in. Shut the front door, Lori. You cannot talk. This is cinnamon. On my face is a pair of cheaters. I lie to you, and I wear cheaters. I don't know what to say. This girl of yours needs some help. Okay, quarter teaspoon. Oh my God, this measuring. Quarter teaspoon of salt. Doop. Now I'm not measuring this. I'm not wetting up that thing for this. 1 teaspoon of vanilla, and I use a good vanilla. And again, back to where Lori gets it different. Have you bought this stuff yet? If you haven't, you need to. Organic coconut oil. This one's from Sam's Club. It's huge. It's expensive. It's good. I use it almost always in place of butter for something like this. So this original recipe had a quarter stick of butter. I am not using butter on mine. I am using coconut oil. When I tell you the flavor it gives you the vibe of the butter as far as the moisture. It's good for your skin. It's good for your immune system. It's heart healthy. It has all good benefits. And I use it in baking in place of butter or oils. Okay, so it's 2025. Canola oil is now bad for us. For a million years, we heard canola oil was the oil to have. Don't ever buy Crisco vegetable oil. So I went out and I've got gallons of canola. In 2025, they're telling us organic coconut oil is the good thing for us. Well, here I am with coconut oil, hoping it's the good thing. So, what do you think of this apple crisp so far? I know it's good. Like I said, I've made it before. I don't like using this thing for anymore. I gotta go in. I gotta use my hands. I could see. Now I'm going to take this, and I'm just doing like you would for any other apple crisp. Putting it right on top. I would love raisins in it, because I love raisins in my... I'm a raisin and nut kind of girl. So like if you have a lot of people are anti-raisin and nuts in their carrot cake. Not me. That's it. There's a beautiful, healthy version. So, what do you think? I want to know. And after, you know, I can't show you the baked product now because I have to bake it. But I will post it in the comments. I will read you the recipe one more time before I stop because we're at 13 minutes. 5 to 6 apples in the bottom. You can peel them or not. 2 tablespoons of coconut sugar. Half a teaspoon of cinnamon. Quarter teaspoon of nutmeg. Quarter teaspoon of ginger. Spread it in your pan. Half a cup, the topping. Half a cup of oats of your choice. 1 cup of flour of your choice, and I used oat flour. So you don't have to. You can whole wheat, almond, whatever you want. Quarter cup of coconut sugar goes into your topping. Half a teaspoon of cinnamon, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, quarter teaspoon of kosher salt, and a quarter cup of coconut oil. But it would, original recipe was for butter. So I changed it to coconut oil. Hang on. Just in case you wanted to see how the pumpkin dump cake came out, I'm just taking it out. Oh my gosh, you should smell it in here. And now I'll put this apple crisp in. Let me get that pumpkin dump cake again. This just, oh my goodness. See the layers? Just came out. It is a pumpkin dump cake with pecan topping. It's for our church tomorrow. It's boiling hot. So, I've done a video on that. If you haven't found it, go to either my YouTube channel or Facebook page. I posted videos on YouTube first. This morning I woke up, people were asking for the YouTube channel. It's on my Facebook page. I don't know where you want to find me, or if you want to find me. I don't even know which top goes with either. This cooking on camera thing, woo, what the heck. I love you guys. I'm at 15 minutes, so you're probably gone. This one was called Fall or Anytime Apple Crisp. It's a clean eating version, at least my clean eating version. It's a cleaned up Lori version. Put nuts in it, put apples in it, put raisins in it, put whatever you like spice wise, but try coconut oil as a swap and coconut sugar as a swap. And if you do, put it in the comments. Let me know if you try it. This is a healthier version. I love apple crisp and I'm gonna have it, and my kids will have it too because they're not picky. They would love that. My husband, we won't talk about him, but he did tag boneless wings. I'm so proud of him. Love you guys. Have a great day.